Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Days, the Minecraft series where we do technology, and last episode we started working on a nuclear reactor. The third one. Yeah. So now we have to make we have to set up steam turbines as well as automate the thing. However, I will show you all some magic I learned. Alright, so the machine we're going to be using is called a mixer. And this is like way cheaper than the chemical plant. And does everything the chemical... Of course, you're going to need the chemical plant on its own to make this thing, because you can't really make enhanced circuits without that. However, we already have one of those, so we don't really need to make it. I just now realized I actually am going to need... Oh my. I'm going to need 3 of these. Or, I need to find a way to attach a fluid router. How about that? I think that would work. Of course, today we're going to start off by making some mekanism machines, which we're going to need a, I didn't look this up first, so I don't know how we're making niter. I do know we can make niter by using a crusher, which crushes gunpowder. However, I think you can also get it from sulfur. Okay, so I got most of what we need. I got the, osmium, so we're going to turn osmium into circuits to start off. So we need 2 machines. We need the enrichment chamber and the crusher. Now the crusher is not going to be it's not going to be as big of a problem as it was originally, because we got buckets for this, so we just got to go down to the basement level and, well, grab some lava. Now we can make the enrichment chamber, which is made simply by doing a shape like this. I think we've seen this, I need more osmium. I need more osmium. Okay, I got the osmium, and now we can make the thing that I said we were going to make a second ago. You know, the amount of times I have to go back and forth is getting kind of annoying. I should just move all the machines over there, honestly. We actually have to make 2 enrichment chambers. I am, like, certain we have to make... I don't know if we have to make 2 or not. So I did decide to make 2 of them, and that was a bad decision, because I don't have a use for the second one. Yeah, so I made 2 enrichment chambers, and I had no purpose for the other one. It also doesn't make the crusher that way. The crusher is just made with a machine chassis. Or 5 ore processing or something. Even though we really don't need it at this point. I mean, honestly, I could totally see myself doing that. Wow, we wasted a lot of time on just making these 2 machines. I'll make sure to edit out most of that. Only the parts that are necessary. I hope. So now what we need to do is set these up. So this one is going to go to the left. It's going to output, and it's going to input from this side. And it's going to have auto-eject turned on. And then this one is going to auto-eject on as well, and it's going to be the exact same. Then we need to add a tower down here. The industrial mixer tower. Which is just going to go up like that. Infinite water source right next to that. And all of this is going to be powered by RTGs for the most part. I'm going to need to get more. You know, I will need to get an americium one. I actually can get another one of these ones if I wanted. And I believe from one of my other experiments, I have like one of those converters over at the iron plant, so we'll see there. Let's see. Here's the iron plant, and I've done a bit of changes here. I didn't really talk about this much, but... Okay. Yeah, the iron plant is pretty good. It's making us some iron. And over here, we actually get blocks of it now, so I don't have to deal with crafting it. Okay, so is this the... yeah, that's not what we're looking for. That's wrong. Okay, now I got the correct converter. This one actually will work, and it will turn the RF into HE. This also means we're going to need to move over another one of these, because I don't think we have enough down here. We're then going to go ahead and make an iron plate for this. We need an iron plate for this. So basically, what we're making is a an identifier, because otherwise this thing can't actually take in any fluids. And the identifier is going to be for... Well, let me see... Coolant, yes. Now we're looking for the right type of coolant. I think it's standard coolant. Probably this one. Let's hope that's right. I hope that's right. And then we just gotta shove this in the machine. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's taking in water. Now I need to reset the filter, so this way all of our sulfur will now go out the south side. And won't go out the west side, because I don't need it out the west side. I need it out the south side. Now this is working. Oh, yes, it's working. Okay, so this is pretty compact of a setup. Usually I would use conveyor belts to move it from each machine, but I have this thing super compact here. Now it's making gunpowder, and this one is not inputting for some reason. Oh, that's because I got it backwards. Oops. Now it's going to be making niter. And that niter is going to be shoved into this industrial blender, which is going to be making coolant. Which, here you go. There's our coolant. Now, seeing as this is a bit slower than the chemical plant and doesn't have as big of an internal storage tank, I kind of want to make like a giant dynamic tank for this, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, the dynamic tank needs 2 access points, which is like that, and boom. There we go. Making these dynamic tanks was an absolute mistake. They take so much steel. I mean, I do eventually recover from it, like, you know, because steel isn't that hard to come by. You just go get some coal and some iron, and then you centrifuge both of them, and then you can make some steel. But I don't recommend using these things. Just get an HBM mod, like one of those tanks from that, because those tanks are pretty nice. I love those ones. And we're just gonna set this pipe to extraction mode. And you need 3 industrial turbines. You could use the Leviathan turbines if you're like a madman, but no, we are no madmen here. We are, we barely have any titanium. Who on Earth is able to make one of those? Those things require way more actually, they require way more tungsten than titanium, but it's still expensive. They're still way more expensive than these. I'm sorry, steam power plant. You're going to have to... You know what? I can't bring myself to taking this thing down. I need the things there, but I can't bring myself to do it. So now I'm gonna do a painstakingly long crafting process where I make as many, what are they called, water sources as possible so we can get this thing to actually run. But it's almost done. It's almost done. I want a dense water source producing 640 of those. So another thing I should have done at the time that I didn't do is I should have used a Buildcraft pump. If I just used one of those, I would not have had to craft so much, because those things are just like beasts. But I don't actually figure that out for like 13 episodes, so yeah, that's a very long time away from this one. And I definitely don't have enough basic plating right now, but I'm sure we'll get it done. I'm sure we'll get it done. Which, to make basic plating, you need graphite and lead, and well, I'm making graphite right now. Which is good, because I didn't have much of it. Okay, a bit of a status check. We are at 3 of these 80 millibuckets, or whatever they are, buckets per second, I think it is. This is pain. This is absolute pain. I don't know why I want to get this 640 bucket of water thing. I don't know if it matters that much. I mean, I definitely know it matters, because I definitely don't want my reactor to just blow up, but I definitely also don't want to make like 8 of these. These are pain. Okay, 5 is enough. I'm done. I'm done. 5 is enough. You know, I'll make more later. I don't care. I don't understand why one would subject themselves to making, like... I don't even know how many of these. It is a lot of them. So while I was considering the fluid router solution, I don't think that's going to work, so I'm just going to make another one of these. All I need to do is shove that in there, and I should be good. I also need to make steam identifiers, and I need to make the right ones. So there is 2 types of steams we care about. Superheated and... dense and super dense, I think. Okay, so now it's time to actually finally get this thing running. It feels like it took forever, but honestly, I don't think it did. I think it took us like 2 episodes, and that's fine. I didn't want it to take 2 episodes, but, you know, it's good stuff. We're making good things here. Big things, important things. Like, honestly, I have to show this kind of big stuff. This is important stuff. So what I'm doing right now is I'm converting these to ultimate cable, because this thing needs a, it's gonna really chug through all of our, water and steam and stuff. This thing drinks a lot of water. It's very thirsty. It also drinks a lot of Gatorade, but it only drinks the winter kind, or whatever that white blue flavor is. Alright, so we're gonna convert up the actual water supplies as well to ultimate as well, because these also need to be ultimate. Everything here needs to be as good as it possibly can be. This is amazing. This is going to allow a lot of fluid to go through it. Now, time for the actual important... Oh, crap, I just now realized. I need to move this all over. Well, if you ignore the big old gaping hole in the floor, then everything is perfectly fine. I probably should patch that up. Yeah, we're just gonna build the tank straight on top of this smeltery. I don't see how this could melt anything or cause any liquids to flow where they're not supposed to go. Yeah, there's no problems here. Definitely nothing's gonna go wrong. It is always a very satisfying day when I have the exact right amount to make these. Usually I don't. And now this is going to be filling up with water faster than I can even count. I don't even... Okay, I need to get this one up to diamond as well. I just now realized. Well, guess we'll have to move one of these. Okay, that one's moving, and time to get these up and running. We gotta get these things set up to their steam. So this one's super dense, this one's regular dense, and then this one's gonna be just the regular steam. Crank this thing up to maximum steam. I want it 100% compression. Because this thing is a beast. This is going to produce so much energy for us. This is going to be producing more than this thing can ever produce. Now, if you've been paying attention, you might have noticed that I'm missing some things. Some very important things. That it is fuel. And, well, you definitely are right if you, think I'm out of fuel, because I am definitely out of fuel. I don't know how to make a fuel rod. What am I? So our choices for fuel are very limited at this stage of the game. We can't get rubidium. We cannot get mox. Well, actually, we probably could get mox. We could probably get uranium as well. I probably want to do thorium though, because, well, let's see what this is. Let's go with uranium. Honestly, uranium's pretty nice. I mean, that's pretty cool. Let's just use some uranium. Actually, I probably should just do thorium. I'm gonna go thorium for now. Which this requires uranium-235, which I'd synthesized already, so... no, it doesn't. It's required 230... What the heck? What does this require? What on earth? How do you make this? How? This is weird. Not gonna lie, we can definitely make mox. And it's cheaper. Guess what I don't ever use? Plutonium-239. And guess what also I have an abundance of? U-238. Get this rubbish out of my inventory and make me some ingots of fuel. Okay, so we got our fuel now. I'm turning all my my Plutonium-239 into fuel. I wasn't gonna use it anyway, so why am I complaining? I'm actually getting use out of it now. And, are we going quads, or what are we going for? I mean, quads, it really just fills it up more. That's kind of just, like, the only difference it makes. So, no. Yeah, I was gonna do thorium fuel, but I decided to do mox because it's cheaper. That makes no sense at this stage of the game, but, you know, that's fine. Now it's time to put my rod in the reactor. Here we go. I've been waiting so long to make that joke. Oh. I have to do this one by one, because I'm not wearing a hazmat suit, and honestly, I don't really... You know what? It's fine. I don't want to put one on. I'm just gonna use my backpack instead, because that works somehow. Don't ask how that works. I don't know how it works. You don't just press the on button. I don't think that does anything. I think that will just kill the reactor. I think you actually manually lift these, which would be very, not good. And what you want to do is you want to find the operating range, which right now, this is stable, okay? This isn't going to be doing anything, but this is a good temperature to test that. So as you can see, all of our turbines are going. Oh my gosh. Look at these things go. And these can store 100 mega HE, which is a lot of RF. That is a lot of energy. The real reason to get one of these is so you can make technetium, which is a real element, actually, by the way. Yeah. Cadmium, too. That's also a real element. And what we're looking for here is, how is the steam moving? Is the steam moving good? Is it moving badly? Is it... Or what is going on with the steam? Well, this one's building up steam in this one, so that's... Okay. This one doesn't have any steam, so that means we can run the thing hotter. And now time to check how hot we can go. Which this design should be able to go pretty hot, because it's not going to run out of coolant or water for a very long time. In fact, I should be able to get this thing up to, like, all the way to the top, maybe. I think I can run this at 100%. I'm used to Strontium, where you can't run this thing at 100% with Strontium. You have to run this thing at like 12%. The water tank isn't even running out. What the heck? This is the best reactor ever. I'm gonna shut it off though, because we have to end today's episode. You all have enjoyed, then you know, hit the happy buttons, and you know the red one that says subscribe. Hit that one. Yeah. Hit the thumbs up. Maybe leave a comment too. That's fun. I'll see you all next time, and goodbye.